A lot of people are speculating that Meta has purchased TikTok. Now, a lot of different occurrences have happened, whether it's Instagram ads showing up here on TikTok, being able to link your TikTok account to Facebook now. A lot of people have talked about Messenger randomly showing them how to connect to Facebook. I postulated earlier that wouldn't Meta have to actually have a board approve something like this? And to my knowledge, that's just how I would think that it would go down, unless Mark Zuckerberg actually used his own personal finances to pony up the money, right? So me and ChatGPT were just looking into some things, and I am just speculating on whether or not this could have happened. So Mark Zuckerberg actually met with Donald Trump on November 27th, 2024. Apparently he went to Mar-a-Lago and had dinner there. On December 30th, the Meta board expanded to 13 members. December 30th, which means that they probably voted for this expansion remotely because it's New Year's, right? Almost New Year's Eve. So the 13 board members that exist now for Meta are Mark Zuckerberg, Peggy Alford, Mark Andreessen, Drew Houston, Nancy Kilfer, Robert Kimmett, Tracy Travis, Tony Zhu, Hawk Tan, John Arnold, Dana White, John Elkin, and Charlie Songhurst. So the board expansion happened December 30th, but on Meta's website, or it's about.fb.com/news, and then you can find this press release. January 6th, Dana White, John Elkin, and Charlie Songhurst to join Meta Board of Directors. And in that press release, it says, Meta today announced that Dana White, John Elkin, and Charlie Songhurst have been elected to the company's board of directors. Now, on the similar page in this sort of press release newsroom is when they added Hawk Tan and John Arnold to the Meta Board of Directors, February 14th of 2024. So that's a decent amount of time between years, February 14th of 2024 and January 6th, to add additional members to the board. So they announced these 3 new people on January 6th. And then on January 10th, Mark Zuckerberg meets with President-elect Donald Trump again at Mar-a-Lago. The CEO of TikTok, Xiao, I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, met with Donald Trump on December 16th, 2024. Now, I couldn't find any other time where it's actually been reported that Xiao and Mark Zuckerberg actually met, except they were both witnesses to the same Senate Judiciary Committee's hearing about online child sexual exploitation. And that happened January 31st, 2024. So I'm not saying that they know each other, but they've been in the same room together and they're in the same industry. So they probably have talked before. So let's just say, for shits and giggles and entertainment purposes only, that they met for the first time, which who knows? Let's say they met for the first time, because I am not going to do any more research on this today, that maybe they met for the first time at that hearing. So January 31st, 2024. And then Xiao goes to Mar-a-Lago in December of 2024. And prior to that, Donald Trump has already had meetings with Zuckerberg in November. Zuckerberg expands this board in December. And by expanding the board, they might have also somehow taken a vote to approve a sale if that sale was to be happening, right? And then they announced the expansion of the board in January. And then he goes back to Mar-a-Lago 4 days later after the announcement of the expansion of the board, maybe to let Donald Trump know that they approved purchasing TikTok. It's all speculation here. And then the hearing happens at the Supreme Court on the same day that Zuckerberg is in Mar-a-Lago, January 10th. I don't know. And here we are. Is that possible that they sold TikTok to Meta? And they just kind of watched the hearings like, doesn't matter. You imagine? Just imagine that.